Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Go over this past week's numbers. Total active 8526, slight increase from the previous week. New active, new listings 1470, again slight increase. Closed 606. About in line, maybe a little down, and pending houses that went under contract 1610, a substantial increase. So activity is definitely coming back in, which is great to see. I wanted to pick up from last week's topic on mortgage companies. Just quick highlight. I went over the pre-qualifying, pre-approval parts of the loan, the products that are out there. One thing that somebody brought up, missed talking about, is the rate. While they are competitive, there's different loans. They have a variable rate or fixed rate. Fixed rates tend to indicate you're going to have a fixed payment, principal and interest, and then variable rates change due to market conditions. So into part two. So this is generally after you've gotten your loan, purchased your house. One thing that you'll notice about a year after you buy, if you have a fixed rate loan, they do review the escrow amount every year, which is the amount for your taxes and insurance, and they adjust it. So even though you have a fixed rate, your overall payment can change, and probably will, probably in the first year, because they can either over or underestimate what that first year payments are going to be for your taxes and insurance. Also, if you have that PMI that was added when you purchased the loan, you can get that eliminated. If generally in our area you get appreciation, you can refinance and potentially eliminate that private mortgage insurance. And then in our environment right now, with people losing their jobs and stuff, you can get behind on the payment. I've probably seen in the news or talk about reaching out to your mortgage company to ask about delaying payments, missing payments. I know several mortgage companies I've talked to, you could have missed up to 3 payments, or delayed, I should say, because when that fourth month comes around, everyone I talked to said you need to pay those prior 3 months plus the fourth month. So it seems like it may have been a benefit of initially, but once that fourth month comes around, you have a big amount to pay, which doesn't always feel great. So the things from that is, refinancing. They do say if you can't do those 4 payments all at once, you could refinance, but generally if you have lost your job for the reason that you weren't able to make the payments, refinancing becomes very difficult because they need that income for their debt to income calculations. They also talk about modifications, which refinance falls under that modification, but there's also a forbearance. They'll look at your situation and see about moving those missed payments to the end of the loan. So if you had a 30-year mortgage, they'll add a few months to that for that forbearance if you qualify. So you can ask about that. And then unfortunately it gets to, if you still can't make payments, you can't do forbearance, you can't refinance, the banks have the option to foreclose. They have, if it's a loan backed by the government, they have put a postponement on any foreclosures. However, depending on the product and the bank, they can still go after you, and will push that as soon as they're allowed to. And if they're not backed by the government, they can do it per the terms of the mortgage. So watch out there. And then, lastly, if you do have some equity, you can sell. We can look at the values that are around you, other houses like yours that have sold, and see if that's an option to help out. And then we'll make sure we find a place for you to go, if it's a rent, or maybe move somewhere else, and take care of what you need. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. If there's anything I can help you out with, please reach out. Thanks, and have a great week. it looks like it's going to be a warm one. Bye.